Yeah, today I'm mad. I'm mad because shit has happened. And that's the reason why today I'm going to talk about the 3 biggest problems you should expect along your journey as a Kindle publisher. Not everything is nice like heaven and honey and whatever. Not everything is good. And today I'm going to talk about something that no one out there has still talked about. The problems you should expect. So let's get the ball rolling. Let's get this video rolling. Let's get it started. Hi there, this is Journal Exo and welcome to another great, amazing video. And if you still don't know, today let's talk about the 3 biggest problems you should expect along your journey as a Kindle publisher. And I'm going to talk about this. Hopefully by the end of this video, you will be better prepared for when they actually happen to you, because I'm guessing they will. And if you still haven't liked this video, just go right below, click on that thumbs up button. It's always a helpful thing that you can do today. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you still haven't done it. Click also on that notification bell so you can receive my weekly video updates, where I share with you plenty of videos related to Kindle publishing and also several ways for you to make money online. So let's get this video rolling. And if you still haven't got my free guide, I don't know what you're doing, man. Just go to my website called jordanalexo.com. I'm going to leave the link right below. Get your free guide now. Don't wait a second, just get it. It's a 7-step formula, how to publish your first $300 to $800 book in Kindle Amazon. I'm sharing with you inside of this guide some secrets that I've learned along this journey. You just need to fill this blank spacing with your email address. Press this button and this guide will be sent directly to your email inbox. Okay, let's get it rolling. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's cut the conversation. I just need some water. This is water, by the way. It's not vodka. Now, today I'm a bit mad. Today I'm a bit mad because, as I said in the beginning of the video, shit has really happened. And it often happens. So let's talk about the number 1 biggest problems with Kindle publishing. This is something that I've noticed along this past few months. Unfortunately, the biggest problem that you probably will have is with the ghostwriter companies that you use. I already tried several ones, and all of them sooner or later will do shit. It's just inevitable. All of them do crap. I used to use before eWriter Solutions, which I don't use, by the way, anymore, because I had a major issue with them in the past few books that I ordered from that company. One of them was, first, there was a huge delay with those books. In fact, it took me nearly 2 months just to publish those books in Amazon, because they delayed their books so much that at a certain point I actually had to ask a refund from PayPal, because they were delaying the books so much that I just asked for a refund in PayPal. And also, one of the books, the content wasn't exactly what I requested. So this is the type of problems that you will run with the ghostwriter companies that you get your books from. It doesn't matter the company that you use. Eventually, sooner or later, crap will hit the fan and bad things will happen. For example, in my case, I actually had to ask for a refund from PayPal. I didn't get the refund. Actually, I lost the case, because when it comes to virtual products, that is the problem that you have. It's really hard for you to get a refund with that type of products. And the other major problem with these companies is that you immediately pay upfront. Before you even have the book in your hands, you're already paid upfront and you don't know what you're going to get. So this is a huge problem that you will notice with the ghostwriter companies that you will use. At the moment, I use Urban Writers, and they also have failed with my latest book. I ordered a book from them. They took about 20 days. It's actually what they say in their guidelines inside of their website. That is what they actually guarantee, that they take about 20 days to get your book done. I received my book and the content wasn't exactly what I wanted. If you don't know, I publish mostly cookbooks, and for example, the recipes didn't have any kind of measurements. I'm not sure who the guy wrote or the girl who wrote my book, but he certainly is a complete noob, because you never see or I never saw a cookbook with recipes with any kind of measurements, and I'm not sure where this person actually got this idea. So what happens is the book needs to go back. They need to adjust the book. It will take a more 5 days to get the book adjusted the way that I want. And this is the type of problems that you should expect when you are using ghostwriter companies. You will run into this type of problems. You won't get your books done in time. Then sometimes you will get the books with not exactly the content the way that you wanted. Then you need to send the book back. They need to edit the book. Then you need to wait more days and so on. And in last case, you probably will need to ask a refund. And since this is with the virtual products, many times you run into the problem, as I did, that you don't get the refund, because it's hard for you to get the refund with this type of products. And the problem is that you already paid for your book, and you don't get exactly what you want. But at the moment, I am using, after that situation that I had with eWriter Solutions, I started using Urban Writers. Now, this company is more expensive compared to eWriter Solutions, but I've noticed that the writing of my books, because I already ordered other ones before this book, and the writing is better compared to the one that I used to get from the writers belong to eWriter Solutions. And also this company, I sent them a message just like a few hours ago, and they quickly replied to my message, and they said that they would, by the end of this week, my book would be adjusted and so on. So it's not a big deal, but it's still a small delay that I have, because I could publish my book today and I need to wait a few days until I get my book the way that I want. But it's not a big deal. So this company seems better compared to the other one. eWriter Solutions just failed a lot with my last books. It delayed a lot my business, the progress of my business, because I ordered several books from that company. So I was waiting to receive them, and it really delayed a lot the progress of my business. So this is one of those problems that you should expect to happen, and it really pisses you off because you already paid for your book, and you need to wait. This is one of the problems that you should expect. The second problem is with virtual assistants. Okay. Virtual assistant is probably one of the first problems that you will run into, because you may go to Upwork, you may hire someone, and every single virtual assistant, the common thing that they always say is that they are the best virtual assistant out there. But when they start working for you, many times they do a really shitty job, okay? And this is the second problem that you will notice, and especially in the beginning, you shouldn't, if you are starting out with this business, you shouldn't give, if you're with a new virtual assistant, you shouldn't give immediately a huge amount of books to that virtual assistant. Just give that person one book, and then just test out that virtual assistant before you decide to give more books to that virtual assistant, because that way you can test that person out, see if they are effective in their work or not. And if they are able to, basically what I mean about being effective is for you to see if that virtual assistant is able to put your book in the front page of results. Of course, in one part, this also has to do with you, because you need to choose good keywords for this. You need to choose keywords that are way too competitive. But if you are doing everything right, then your virtual assistant should put your book in the front page of results. If you give one book to that person and that person isn't able to put your book in the front page of results, then you probably give another one, the same thing happens. Most likely that virtual assistant isn't effective and you should hire a new one. This is something that I ran into quite some problems when I started my Kindle business. At the moment, I have a very, very good virtual assistant, and it has been, it has been a really huge deal. I stopped having that problems. Now the problems that I have is with the ghostwriter companies, because yeah, they don't always get the work done as I want. So that is the second problem, virtual assistants. And this is my suggestion: just give one book at a time to your new virtual assistant. Test that person out, see if they are effective or not. If they are not effective, get another virtual assistant. Also, every single virtual assistant says that they are the best one in the world, and yeah, that is the common conversation between virtual assistants and something you should be ready for. The third problem is all in one place. This is one of the hugest problems with Kindle publishing, okay? Is that let's say that you build a $5,000, a $10,000 business per month. The problem that you have with Kindle publishing is that you have all of that money just in basically a single platform. And if something wrong happens, and if you get banned from Amazon, you immediately lose all of that money. And I mean $5,000, $10,000, depending the amount of money that you do, it may be a huge deal. Okay, at least for me, I mean $10,000 is still a huge deal for me, and it's the type of money that I need in order for me to build another business online, because I use that money to invest in other businesses. So this is one of the biggest problems that you have with Amazon, and this is the reason I don't consider Kindle publishing it shouldn't be a long-term investment. It's more a business where you enter, you try to do as much as possible in terms of money inside of this platform. And once you are doing a good amount of money, I recommend for you to use that money and invest in other businesses or in other types of investments out there. But you shouldn't invest everything inside of this platform, because you never know if someday you wake up, you go to your Kindle dashboard, or if you're even able to enter and log into your account, and you're just been banned. This is something that you always need to be cautious, because recently someone in my YouTube channel said that he got banned from Amazon. I'm not certain about the reasons, but this is something that you should always be cautious about, and not basically put all of your eggs in one basket. As soon as you are doing some good amount of money, just use that money for something else, okay? That is my recommendation. So these are the three biggest problems that I see with Kindle Amazon. I know I have already talked about a few of them, but the one that I've recently noticed that has been really a huge deal is with the ghostwriter companies, that they have been really failing a lot. Probably because I noticed more now because I'm ordering more and more books. For example, this month I ordered like 6 books from this company. So yeah, I mean, the more books you order, the more you increase the probability of something going wrong. So this is something that I've been noticing more recently. So that is all for this video. If you still haven't left a like, just go right below, click on that thumbs up button, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure to get your free guide just by going to my website, putting your email address over here, and click on this button so you get the free guide directly sent into your email inbox. That is all for this video. Stay tuned with Jordan Alexo, and bye.